Hi everyone. I did this video already once. I did this particular picture right here. You can't see it because, oh, my shadows. Let me turn my light a little bit. I did this picture. I love this picture. I think it came out really cool. Piece of paper. I don't know if you guys can see the texture. And guess what? I had no sound. My microphone died in the middle of, I had sound for about half the thing. And so I put a poll out on my YouTube channel and I said, so what do you guys want me to do? You want me to try it again and draw it all over again? Or do you want me to just move on to something else? And you guys all said, draw it again. We want to see it. So I'm going to turn off my light here so you can see. This was the pattern I chose off of Pinterest. If you want to go to my Pinterest page, I've put it under Christmas inspiration or Christmas tangles or patterns. This pattern was originally in Ina's book Tangle It Journal. I tried looking up that book. It is no longer really available. You can buy a copy on Amazon for like $300. That basically means somebody has one left somewhere and they're willing to sell it for that, but you really can't buy it anymore. So the first step is to put some circles, small dots in the middle. Then you draw some leaf shapes, and then you draw more leaf shapes all the way around until you've got it filled in at what you want, and then add your veins. Then thicken the bottom line on all the leaves and draw the veins thicker toward the center of the flower. Can you guys see that? There you go, marked in green. And that's what it looks like in black and white, and that's what it looks like with her coloring. And I thought mine came out spectacular. I really like how this came out. However, I have to draw it again. And I might not make it quite so big, or I may color it differently. I don't know yet. But I don't have any more of that textured paper, so I'm just going to use the regular cardstock that I have in pink instead of in that kind of a rosy color. And we'll just make do. Oh, move my chair. My chair is not where it belongs. Excuse me. So I'm just going to start again with some small little circles in the middle of my page, something like this, something like that. And then I'm going to do leaf shapes like so, like so, like that, and then one behind like this, and one like that. That came out to be a weird shape. I'm not particularly pleased with that shape, but that's okay. It is what it is. It's because I didn't turn my page. Over like this, and one coming from here, and one from there, one like that, and I think I want one more layer. That one came out weird too. It's okay. That also came out weird, but that's all right. Okay, so something like that. And then we're going to put our veins in right straight down the middle of each leaf. And on each of those, they get a couple of veins going this way. And since this is sort of an organic pattern, you know, plants do not grow all symmetrical. We can just be random with these shapes. And we're going to come back in with the thicker pen anyways. Thicken up these lines. Let's see, you're going to see this the end of December. When are you going to see this? Last week. These were the last two. December 29th. So I hope your Christmas went well. The day you see this will be the day after we do our Christmas with our family. Because, you know, I work retail, so I'll be at work on Christmas Day, I'm sure. And some of our family travels and they come after, the day after Christmas. They're not coming on Christmas Day. So we're going to do our Christmas between Christmas and New Year's. It seems to have been the new norm for us. All right, see how those lines, they look kind of funky, hard to see, hard to distinguish. Now I'm going to take my brush pen to decide which way is my bottom. I think this is my bottom. So I'm going to thicken up the bottom lines. So you can really tell one leaf from another. And the question is, when you get to the top, which way is the bottom? If that makes sense. I think I'm going to make it this side. so, right? And then we do the inner parts, and that really helps to make this better. You go thicker in the middle of these lines. And they get thinner as they come outward. Just like that. And then you do that for every single one. All right, let's do some questions. I don't remember what questions I answered before, so I will just go back here because it doesn't matter if I answer a question I've done before because you haven't heard it. If you were to choose a musical instrument that best describes your character, what would it be? I said violin. Don't ask me why I said violin, but that's the first thing that came to mind was violin. Next question is, if you had to exchange one physical attribute with someone in the room, who would you pick and what would you exchange with them? Well, there's nobody in the room with me, so that was kind of a moot point. But if I was to be playing this game with people, and the likely people that I would be playing this game with, physical attribute, I would trade I think I would trade my height with maybe my mother. My sister's very tall, and I don't think I want to be very tall because I've always been short. But my mother was sort of in between my sister and I. So I'd like to be a little bit taller, just not as tall as my mother. I mean, not as tall as my sister. What did I just say? About as tall as my mother, not as tall as my sister. Because that way when I lose my height, as I seem to be doing as I age, I would be not super short. I'm afraid I'm going to get super short. That's okay. I got myself a really tall boy. How that giant of a man came out of my person, I do not know. But he is very tall. And I'll let him reach things for me, carry things for me as I get shorter and weaker. I'm trying not to get weaker. I work very hard at carrying and stuff at work so that I use my muscles and stay strong. But I know I can't lift and carry what I used to be able to. And sometimes I forget that I can't. I'll grab something and it's like, oh, I can lift that. And I was like, oh, no, you can't. But I'll try. If you had to cancel 1 month of the year forevermore so that that period of time no longer existed, which month would go? It would be very difficult. I think I would have to say maybe well, there's something important in every month. Every time I think of a month, no, that's when so-and-so's birthday is. That's when this event is. That's when that event is. Well, I don't want to get rid of a month. Wouldn't make any sense anyways, because unless we were changing the rotation of the Earth around the sun, the days would still all be there anyways. So if you just had to get rid of like the name of a month and expand some of the other days into the other months, I guess I would get rid of February because it's hard to spell. I don't know why there's that R in February, and we don't tend to say the other R. We don't usually say February. We usually just say February. So I guess I get rid of February, just because it's hard to spell. Okay, if you could choose one new symbol for your family crest, what would it be? A symbol for the family crest. It would be like a Celtic knot type of a symbol with 3 loops in it, something like that. How am I doing? I think it's coming along just fine. Go along and fill in between of these little middle sections there. Like that. Like that, and like this. If you could do any job in the world for one day, what would it be? one day. Just one day. I think I would. My first instinct was to say, I'd be an artist. Well, I am an artist. So that doesn't make sense. Let's do something out of the ordinary, something I wouldn't normally think of. Let's be a zookeeper for a day. I know somebody who had been a zookeeper in his former career. I think for one day that would be fun. How's it coming? It's coming along. We're almost done, right? All right. Two more? I think just two more. Okay. Oh, look it, I'm smudging. Ah, no. Look, that's no good. Well, Fumberbumbles. Fumberbumbles. Let's get a bit of water, wipe that off. Smudge all over my page. Oh well. I wasn't making sure that pen was dry before I moved on. Fumberbumbles. You like my swear word? Fumberbumbles. Okay. Now let's color. I'm just going to color this half. Of all my leaves this color. I'm so annoyed at that because I don't think I can get that off. Let me try eraser. No, that's not going to come off. I can get a little lighter. The ones in there aren't so bad because they're going to be covered with pencil, but this blob out here, how annoying. Oh well. Okay. Color one side of every leaf, sort of a mid-tone color. And then we're going to color the other side of every leaf, sort of a lighter color. And the nice thing about using a paper that's sort of the same color as what you're coloring, at least in the same general family, is that you don't have to color 100%. I can leave quote-unquote white spaces, and they're pink. So you can still get that same tone through, even if I haven't colored in solidly, which I'm not doing. Just like that. That was the Castle Arts Vermilion, in case anybody cares. Then I'm going to use the Castle Arts Rose Pink for over here on the other side. And it's still smudging that pen. Why is my pen smudging? Is it the paper? That pen doesn't usually smudge. That's my good brush pen, my Copic brush pen. I guess it just, I don't usually color over when I use the fat one. I guess it just puts down more ink than I expected, and it's smudgy. So I'll just be more careful and go inside each of the sections instead of going over the top. Okay, something like that. Then I'm going to go in with this darker one called Indian Red Light. I'm going to do the shading. And I decided it's living this direction, right? Okay. A bit purpley. But that's okay. It's a little bit more purpley than I thought. That's all right. What you think? I think that's looking good. Gotta just remember to give a nice shadow under each of these, just like that. All right. Looking good. I think she's looking good. I think she lives just like that. How about that? Now I want to do like I did before, which was I put deeper red in the berry business here. Like a really red. And then I came back with a white gel pen and I gave some highlights. Come on, write. Do you hate it when your gel pen doesn't write? Come on. Come on, write. Why are you not writing? Something like that. A little bit of highlight. Can't seem to get the white pen to write on the red for some reason. Okay, that will work. There she is. Hopefully this one has sound, I hope. All right, you guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. I will see you later. Oh, and I forgot to say, I have new merch. So check it out in the store below. I have new merch. That's all I have to say. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.